The human nervous system consists of two main parts: the central nervous system (CNS) and the peripheral nervous system (PNS). The central nervous system consists of the brain and the spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system consists of nerves that connect the body to the central nervous system. The nervous system is made up of nerve cells called neurons. These include sensory neuron, motor neuron, and relay neuron. Sensory neurons transmit impulses from the receptors to the central nervous system. Motor neurons transmit impulses from the central nervous system to the effectors. All nerve impulses are similar electrical signals that travel in one direction in sensory fibers and in the opposite direction in motor fibers. Relay neurons make connections to other neurons inside the central nervous system. Each neuron has a cell body consisting of a nucleus surrounded by cytoplasm. The cell bodies of the neurons are mostly located in the brain or in the spinal cord. Branching fibers, called dendrites, from the cell body make contact with other neurons. A long filament of cytoplasm, called a nerve fiber, is surrounded by a fatty layer called myelin sheath. It protects and insulates the nerve fibers and increases the rate of nerve impulse transmission. A nerve is visible, white, tough, and stringy, and consists of hundreds of nerve fibers bundled together. Like other parts of the nervous system, the spinal cord consists of thousands of nerve cells. The central region, called the gray matter, consists of cell bodies, and the white matter consists of nerve fibers. The spinal nerve divides into two roots at the point where it joins the spinal cord. All the sensory fibers enter through the dorsal root and all the motor fibers leave through the ventral root. The cell bodies of the sensory fibers make a bulge called a ganglion. One of the simplest situations to produce action is in the nervous pathway called reflex arc. A reflex action is an inborn response to a stimulus. It is voluntary and provides immediate protection to avoid danger without the need for thought or a decision. A reflex arc is made up of a number of different parts. Changes in the surroundings are detected by receptors, which generate an impulse in a sensory neuron. Nerve impulses travel from this cell to a relay neuron through a synapse. The impulses then travel to a motor neuron. Finally, the nerve impulse is passed to an effector, which results in the body responding to changes. How a synapse transmits an electrical impulse? A synapse is a junction between two neurons. At a synapse, a branch at the end of one fiber is in close contact with the cell body or dendrite of another neuron. When an impulse arrives at the synapse, vesicles in the cytoplasm release a tiny amount of neurotransmitter substance. It rapidly diffuses across the gap, called synaptic cleft, and binds with neurotransmitter receptor molecules in the membrane of the neuron on the other side of the synapse. This sets off an impulse in the neuron.